This is the Irontrader, and this is Turnaround Tuesday. Well, not yet, but we'll see if it shakes out here. Now, we have a market here that is selling off, so let's just see here if you can rally back up. Now, Bitcoin is just getting hammered there today, so we're going to take a good look here at Bitcoin, crude oil, and natural gas. Okay, this video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation by selling stock market ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have Bitcoin. Now, okay, I was pointing out here we had this bull flag descending wedge, but then the problem with that is it just kept on dragging out. So if you watched my video yesterday, a couple signs I was telling you about here is where that 21-day crossed over that 50-day. That is not good, okay? And now you can see where the 8-day is rolling over here, but as that drags on out here, it kind of negates that whole pattern, and now you can see where we're right down to the downside. Now again, it's way early here, so we got to see how this is all going to shake out. Now, we lost this key 455, which is bottom of the candle. So far, we've lost this candle here at that 89,525, and we lost the 100-day here so far, but it's way early yet, okay? So what we're looking at here, today's low, is we got 86,770. So if we all have to do is just look over here to the left here, okay? See where we have that support level? Now, your next level here is going to be coming right down here to 85,890, okay? And then we don't have really anything until you get to this gap fill. Now, I've been pointing it out here, for about, a couple months here now, this gap fill, okay? So if this area here is lost, okay, then you're going to be going to that one, I should say that 85,890, and then we got this gap, okay? So you're looking at 86.70, and then we looked at the top of that candle at 77,930, and then we have the 200-day here sitting at 75,974. Now, a lot of people are predicting that it's going to come down to 75, and they might be dead right on that. Okay, so we have this big red candle here, and we have we had the red, went right into it, couldn't get above. Then yesterday we had a lower low, and then today we followed right off the map, but we left this gap fill, okay? So that's really not good. Now, when you look at the RSI here, we're not oversold yet. You're only sitting at 33. That could go lower. We're getting down here into the nosebleed here on the sell down here for your MACD, but that could ride that bottom here for quite a while here yet. So let's just see how this shakes out. So again, today, just watch today's low, that 86,770, and then watch right there, that candle there, that 85,890. And now we're going to have this gap and this fill. That's what your target is. And then we have your big 200-day. Now, if it gets down to this gap, okay, or even a fill, but if it gets down to this 200-day, this would be a really, really good buying opportunity here to take this bad boy long, okay? So that's what I'm going to be looking for if it keeps right on selling. Now, upside, well, we want to get right back above this 88,930 level here, and then your next level onto the upside is going to be 89,525, and then you have your 91,450, and then we're going to have this gap fill, okay? So look at the top of that candle, you got 92,755. Look to the bottom of this candle here, 93,570, and then we have right there on top of that is 95,120. To 122, that is your 8-day, okay? And then above that, we have your 97,946, your 21-day, and then we have your 50-day. But we have to do one level at a time, so we're looking to try to recapture that 100-day here, and then possibly maybe the bottom of that candle, and then that retest at 9455, but always watch that gap and that fill. On the downside here, just I say, this area right here is going to be very, very key. And same way with this candle here at that 85.90, because if that is lost here, there is nothing else support here until we get this gap in that fill situation, and then possibly down to that 200-day. Now, again, if you're caught long here, don't worry about it, okay? It's really no big deal kind of a situation, okay? Now, I was always a long trade here. Scalping is both direction. So I'll at midday trading, I'll show you exactly. We'll bring up three charts, that Bitcoin, the IBIT, which I trade for long, and then that BIT I trade for the short, which has been working out actually pretty nice. So never be afraid to have a two-way trade. But if you're stuck here and you say, hey, I'm a long position, don't worry about it. Just be very, very patient until we get a bottom. Then I think we're going to have one hell of a good buying opportunity here into Bitcoin. So just be patient. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil and natural gas. Okay, here we have the old crude oil here. Okay, so what are we looking at? All right. Okay, now what we had here is we had this 3 up and then the down, 3 up and then the down, and then we have this now the green candle here. Now you know that we put in that lower low at that 69.80. So this 70.20 or 70 the bottom of that candle there, it just did not hold, okay? And that's really not good, kind of a level here when we come down to that 70-12 level, okay? So that's what we're looking at holding, but now you can see here how that's rolling right on down, okay? Now, you can see where it rallied up today, but where did it go, okay? Right into that 8-day. That's going to be very, very critical. So let's take a look at the upside here first, okay? So 71.31, that's going to be strong resistance. If you manage to get above that, it's going to be 71.51. That's your 100-day. And then we have 72.02. And then we're going to come right down here above that at 72.66. That is your 50-day. Now, somehow, if it can work itself above that, then we have this candle here. You're looking at 72.91. We have 73.14 level. Come up here at 73.68. And then here's your target at 73.98. But you can see how this 200-day is just rolling all the way on down. 21-day crossed over, 8-day crossed over. I don't see anything bullish here at all. When you look at this high, lower high, lower high, you just draw a trend line on here. There's nothing bullish here. There's just nothing until you can start getting above that 200-day, then you can rally up here. Okay, so let's look at the downside. So what you're watching is today's low here so far at 70.61. So if you take this candle right here, this is 70.52 level, which comes right across here. You're holding this here pretty good right now, okay? But if that is lost, then we're going to be you're going to be looking for that 70.12 level, and then yesterday's low at that 69.80. Now, again, if that is lost, then we're going to come right down to the bottom of this candle, 69.33, and then we can come here, 68.59, and then we have 68.42, and you just work yourself all the way down here to the 66.98 level. Now, T-Man here, he wants to pump oil, and he wants to pump natural gas here. So as you produce more volume here, the price is going to obviously come down, and that's exactly what he wants. So never be afraid. Now, I still have my short going here with the SCO. And then I want to do is just scalp the long. But right now, I just don't see it. You can see where just this way you trade the charts, it just went right into the 8-day. I don't see anything really bullish about this chart at all. Now, remember, the API numbers will be out for crude here at 4:30 today. Okay. 43, see, that's not overbought, oversold. That has way a lot of room on the bottom here. Same way with the here. The green is below your red. It shows momentum to the bottom. But see, you just have a falling wedge kind of a situation here. So we got to see how that shakes out. Okay, natural gas, you're in the middle of that contract roll here. Now, yesterday we put in a lower low here, went below that 8-day, and now we're hanging right above it. Okay, so this 8-day is critical. Okay, so you want to watch this on a closing basis at the 402. If not, we come down to the bottom here at 3.93, and then yesterday's low at 3.90. Then we come to the top of this candle at 3.80, and then we're going to start running right here into this 3.66 level, and then we have that 3.60 level if this keeps falling off. Now, upside, obviously, you want to watch today's high, 405. Yesterday's high is going to be key. That's a gap. That's at 409, okay? And then look at the bottom, it's 414, okay? Your gap and your fill. So this is going to be resistant. If you can get through that 409, then we go to the fill level. And then we can keep rolling. You can go 420 here, 430, 432, 436. And then we have 439, 444, and then 447 level here. So there isn't really much going on here. So far, we have what they call an inside day. Your high and low is within a previous day's high and low candle. But on the upside, just watch that gap in the fill. That's going to be your resistant level. But we need to hold this on a closing basis, this 8-day. If not, we just look to yesterday's low. That's going to be critical. If we start losing that, then we can just start taking these candles down at 3.80, 3.72, and then you come right down to that 50-day and that 21 estimate here. Now, this isn't really showing us much. This could go up or down here. We almost tagged that 70 mark, and we're just coming off here nicely. Same way with this here. Your green is still above your red here. So we got to give it the benefit of the doubt here. Let's just see if we can have maybe possible a little bit rally here today. If not, we start losing this on a closing basis. That's the key. Closing basis, well, your big target is going to be your 50-day and your 21-day. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here midday trading. I'll take a look here at Bitcoin, but in 3 levels. We'll look at the Bitcoin, the IBIT, and the BITI for the old short key. And then we'll take a look here at crude oil and natural gas, and then we throw something else in the old mix. Now, the market here is selling off here, but let's just see here, y'all. You remember yesterday we had a huge rally in the futures, okay, going into it, and then it sold off hard. So let's just see if we can get that turnaround. Might just be doing the opposite today. Okay, trade what's in front of you. Now what you want.